Hey everybody, it's the Racetrack Ladies live at Volusia Mall.
Hey everybody!
Where we've just come from watching the Busch race.
Yeah, and I'm sunburned.
Yeah, it was a little warmer today because the sun was shining, but it was still kind of cool this morning. But
yeah, it was very cold this morning. It was chilly this morning. I had a coat on. And then the sun, because the sun is out and it's a beautiful sunshiny blue day. And then we were sitting in the stands and it started to get a little warm.
Yeah.
And then around 3:15, it started getting a little cool again.
Because the sun went behind
the stands.
Yes.
So we were here for the Orbitz 300. Yeah, Orbitz 300 race.
Yes, racing.orbitz.com.
That was the ad brought to you by racing.orbitz.
Not that they're sponsoring our website.
Yeah.
No, but that was a cool ad I heard on the radio.
So, okay, so there are a couple things. So, one, this was a race. It was a Busch race, but it had mostly Cup drivers in it.
There were a ton of Cup drivers in this race.
But what I thought was
Pablo
interesting...
Montoya.
My
Juan, say hello, Juan.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but what I thought was interesting is that David Strimmy and Casey Mears didn't make the race.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Anyway,
yeah.
So we had the race. So we had some entertainment beforehand. Kelly Pickler
in my red high heels.
All I could hear was she was like,
she did a really good job on the national anthem. I thought she was pretty good.
She's all right.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
from what I could hear.
Yeah. Okay. So so then we moved to the race. So the race was okay. I gave it a 3 or 2 or 3.
I give it a 3. What do you think?
When I wasn't falling asleep,
which she fell asleep often because I saw her head go.
Oh, is that why the stands went thunk, thunk? I heard that a couple of times.
Well, when I wasn't doing that, it was running about a 2 or 3.
I gave it a 3 because there were a couple of pretty spectacular wrecks.
You know, but
that does not make a race. I'm sorry.
Well, it jumbled up the field, especially when that many cars were involved.
Yeah, so anyhow, so I really didn't think it was much of a race, only because you had Kyle Busch that led a lot of it. Then he fell out because he had some fuel link kind of problem.
No. Did y'all hear what that was about?
No, I thought it was fuel.
NASCAR's mandated this new fuel thing, this new fuel chain.
Did he not buy one?
No. Hendrick is starting to put this all in their cars,
and now they have a problem with it.
I'm thinking that's what happened with Jeffy last week.
Jeff at the shootout?
Yes.
Could be.
Anyway, okay, so Kyle Busch led a lot of the race, but you know the greatest disappointment I thought in this race was I thought that JPM, Juan Pablo Montoya, was going to actually be pretty good in this race because he went was somewhere in the middle of the pack all the way up to the front, and then he had car issues. He had a car issue.
Yes, you know what I thought was interesting, and I was listening to his radio.
Oh, you could understand him?
He was very cool. He was very fun to listen to.
We like Juan.
But he goes, "Thanks, brothers." He goes, as you say, "Thank you, brother." He's so cute. But on the back stretch, he knew what was wrong, and he was telling them. He goes, "No, I lost." He goes, "I lost a what do you when you lose
cylinder?
A cylinder?" And they go, "No, you hit your kill switch or something. You check that." He goes, "No, I lost a cylinder." And he goes, no, check this, check that. He goes, "No, I lost a cylinder."
Listen to me.
And
listen to my little friend.
He's like, I'm coming in. He goes, "No, check." They're like telling him all the stuff.
Oh,
and he's like, "No,
funny.
I'm coming in."
I didn't hear that.
He goes, "We're done. I'm coming in." And so, and I was like, I can't believe they're arguing with him. And he gets up front and they open up and goes, "No, you can definitely hear it's missing. It's
and he went,
yeah.
And
so
then what was interesting?
Hola.
Come on, tell him what was
about Sam Hornish.
No, about how he got.
Oh, yeah, so it was interesting, one, about Juan Pablo, that it's interesting that with him, anytime something happens to his car, he gets out of his car right then and there. So, like, he got out of his car as soon as it was diagnosed on pit road that could not be repaired. He got out of his car. He has an interview in his pit stall, and then you see him walk back to the garage.
It's
drivers
IRL.
don't do that. They stay in their car and they get pushed back or something. You know?
It's not NASCAR-like.
But this was the other thing I thought that was really funny in driver intros, and I don't know if you guys caught this or not, and I told Lady in this, but in driver intros, they introduced Sam Hornish. You know, Sam Hornish was an IRL driver, won the Indy 500, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So in driver intros, you know how they introduce on the stage, and then they walk to the car to go sit in the car to, you know. Well, he got in the car on the passenger seat and sat.
Was he the one that sat down?
He sat down.
I saw him sit down.
It's like, you don't do that. You sit on the back of the back seat so that you can wave
and
to
I
people.
thought, well, I guess somebody needed a ride.
You didn't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
poor guy.
bless his heart.
Anyway, so I thought that was kind of interesting. So
How funny. I saw that.
So the race itself, I mean, there was a couple of spectacular accidents. I thought that the one that Casey Kane was in, that Reed Sorensen came down and kind of turned him.
Hard hit.
Yeah, it was a very hard hit, straight into the
He's
wall.
taking a lot of hard hits at his young age. Don't worry,
That
he should.
mayonnaise getting shook up.
That's right. That's some bad mayonnaise.
Yeah,
now,
bad
you know.
mayonnaise.
Maybe he's
Mustard.
making some horseradish.
But it was interesting. Towards the end of this race, though, really looked like Toyota might have been able to pull one
Yeah,
off.
Blaney almost pulled it off.
Was second, running second
Had
to
a
Kevin
strong
Harvick.
car.
And Kevin Harvick, though, I mean, one Kyle Busch I thought had a very strong car. He was able to pull away from the field all on his own without a whole lot of help. Then you had Kevin Harvick that could pull away from the field without a whole lot of help. I mean, he did have some help from Clint Boyer there for a while, but there was nobody going to touch him. Dave Blaney was
Nobody
not
could
close
touch
to him. Yeah. So other than that, I mean, I
you
thought it
were
was about
concerned
three.
that Toyota was going to get a win, though.
Well, I thought,
I thought so too.
I'm okay with Toyota getting a win. I just didn't think they needed to get it today.
I'm
or
happy
tomorrow.
that
I'm
they
thinking
next
they may
week.
get a win tomorrow.
No.
Marie.
No.
You know, tell me the last time a Chevy hasn't won the Daytona 500. Okay, it's been that long. Okay, I think the last non-Chevy to win was Ward Burton.
I think it was Ward.
I could be wrong, but just
Yeah,
off the top of my head,
I think it was
because I
Ward.
know Jimmy, Jeff, Jr. have been the last three,
And hopefully we're going to have another Chevy tomorrow.
and then it was Mikey before that. So
Right.
yeah. So anyhow, so that's what we say. So
Okay.
so there you go. I think that's about all we have to cover today on
think
the
so.
race report front. So we're going to be heading back to the condo. Well, we're going to Walmart so I can cure my little sunburn, and then we're going to go back to the condo. We've got roast beastie.
We are having roast with mashed potatoes and gravy.
That's James Brown. That's James Brown, right? No,
So-
is it James Brown?
No, it's Little Richard.
That's right.
So
Little
y'all
Richard.
stay tuned because Lady K is writing the race report.
Yes.
And let's
sure to
see
check it out.
if she agrees with our lug nut rating.
All right, you guys take care. We'll catch you on the backside. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.